line as the season draws to a close. Most individual player stats are becoming more solidified.
And that can affect players' mentalities, BA. Since certain numbers may bring bonuses or trade interest, meanwhile, winning still has to be job number one.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Brown. Shot clock at 3. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Tatum, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Boston needs to get off a shot here. White can't hit. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's McDaniels. And that one drops.
They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Looking for their first basket of the game. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And it's good for 2.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Randall on the screen. Right wing. There's the triple. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Keita. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Randall. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Edwards looking it over. Rebounded by the Celtics. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
Last time they lost a close one against this team. You have to wonder what they could have done if it wasn't for their foul trouble in that game.
Getting into foul trouble will really handcuff you, and they found that out last time.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Minnesota leading by 5. Outside McDaniels. Back to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Tatum. For 3, Randall. Hauser grabs the board. The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. The floor is space for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Outside Edwards. Tatum with a steal. Hauser outside. Pass to Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown!
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? The Timberwolves lead by 3. Now DiVincenzo. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. For 3, Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Pass to White. Here's Keita. And stolen by Gobert. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Brown against Edwards. They still need this. The rebound, Celtics.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Tatum passes to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Outside Tatum. From 12 feet. Can't hit that one. The Timberwolves lead by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Brown. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. They get it again. Outside McDaniels. Sinks the tray. McDaniels got 5 now.
Man, great recognition by Gobert, kicking it out to the line.
And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. Boston, no good that time either.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Edwards a screen on Tatum. Randall with it. Now guarded by Brown. Edwards for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Celtics fans, please put your hands together and welcome to center court, Celtics Entertainment. And put your hands together for Celtics Entertainment.
And Boston with some changes. Garza comes in for Keita. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Hauser. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Tatum. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Garza. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
Just 5 to shoot. McDaniels with it. Now guarded by Brown. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Randall. And it's Dosunmu in for DiVincenzo. Boston's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Walsh. Stolen by Reid. Outside Edwards. Now here's Dosunmu. Outside Edwards. And here's Reed. Takes the three. And another three from Minnesota. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
4 on the clock. White with it. He's picked up by Edwards. White can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Edwards. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's White. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Anderson passes to Dosunmu. Unloads from 13. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's McDaniels. Nice D from Brown.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Pass to Pritchard. To halt the run. Boston again missing. Minnesota leading by 13. McDaniels passes to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Reed, a screen on Brown. Back to Daniels. This one for three. Knocks it down from distance. McDaniels got 8.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Minnesota with some changes. Randall, he's checked in for Anderson. Shannon comes in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for Anthony Edwards. Garza passes to Tatum. Dosunmu with it. 17 points for him last game against Portland.
And on top of that, he made a massive impact with his rebounding.
Over to the left wing. Here's Randall. Tatum with some nice D.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
To get back on track. Kept alive. Pass to Gonzalez. The three is up. Left side Pritchard. Clock at 6. The kick to Tatum. And the three-pointer goes. Tatum's got his second basket.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Highland. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Shannon. Launches it. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Here's Pritchard. The kick to Tatum. 23 seconds left in the first. That won't go either for Tatum.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not. Randall, the pass to Reed. Misses from close range.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Bones Highland out there with Desumu. And it's Shannon in at the 3 spot. Now here's Highland. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Randall outside. Reed sets a screen. Randall can't hit.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Gonzalez passes to Pritchard. Pass to Garza. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
Trusting his preparation, Tatum is always ready to bail out his team when they need him most.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Brian, back to you.
Has him bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
Even with the big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Okay, just some big boy strength there from Tatum. Just put himself to the line.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum at the line with 1 shot.
And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room that can rally a franchise.
Now here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact and getting to the line.
Here's Highland, following the 3 by Boston. Pass to Randall, looking to end this cold spell. And the layup is up and in. Randall's got his first points in this one.
And there's really no such thing as a safe lead. I mean, this is still anyone's game.
Outside Tatum. And there's the screen. 3-pointer. Oh, Tatum's triple is pure.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Clark is checked in for Shannon. Let's take a look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Highland against Pritchard. Highland, the pass to Reed. from 12 feet. No good on the shot. Boston on offense. This run now up to 13-2. Randall against Tatum. Pass to Garza. Here's Gonzalez. Outside Tatum. Here's the pick. Shoots over Randall. And he can't bank that one in. Minnesota leading by 5. Highland looking for an opening. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dosunmu, the pass to Reed. Tatum pulls it in. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Pass to Shireman. Here's Gonzalez. Here's Garza. Coming off a 22-point game against Memphis. Here's Pritchard. Reed defending. There's the 3. Pritchard, no good.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Now here's Randall. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
Now here's Randall, leading by 5. Offline from the top of the key.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Tatum. He's got 15. It's rebounded by Minnesota. At one point, they led by 16. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. In for Boston. Derek White comes in for Shireman. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Clark. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. DiVincenzo finds Randall. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. To win the cold spell. The triple hits for Edwards.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it. He sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Tatum passes to Pritchard. To the right side, 5 on the clock. Garza's shot is good.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Inside, Gobert puts it in.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Outside Pritchard. Back Back to Tatum. Pass to Garza. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Now here's Edwards. 11 points in the game. Anthony Edwards rips it down.
Wow, what a move from Edwards. He's fantastic at creating for himself.
Celtics trail by 6. Outside Tatum. Pass to Garza. Nice ball movement by Boston. DiVincenzo with a steal. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Nifty move. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. They set the screen. Fires for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Edwards. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by White. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Tatum hits Edwards. And finished off by Tatum.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, yeah, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Out to DiVincenzo. Let's go with a 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Entertainment, everyone. Come on, make some noise.
Boston with some changes. Cadis checked in for Garza. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in for Pritchard. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Naz Reid's checked in for Julius Randle. So it's Boston now. They trail by 7. DiVincenzo against White. Brown scanning the floor. Back to White. Puts up a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. Outside McDaniels. Inside. A slam dunk by Reid.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Hauser outside. Pass to Walsh. Back to White. Outside, Brown. Boston, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 9. 1:52 left to play in the first half of basketball. Reid finds DiVincenzo. Picked by Gobert. 6 to shoot. DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Kept alive by Minnesota. Goes back up. Right side Reid. Pass to Edwards. Tries yet again. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Now Brown, guarded by Edwards. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. For three, DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 4 assists now tonight.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Keita. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Memphis. 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Here is DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Launches it from deep. Keita pulls it in.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
McDaniels with a steal. Here's DiVincenzo. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Second chance effort. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break up 12. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
47.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
One thing that stands out is the care factor. They're protecting the ball like it's a newborn. I love you, little baby.
Ah, nicely put, big fella. Suddenly, I see you running a daddy daycare. Moving on, in our game, here are the top performers so far.
When you have two players going at each other like this, it becomes a point of pride. That's when the sparks fly. That's when it gets interesting.
For us and for the fans watching. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
So it's Boston now. A 12-point game. Tatum at the 4 with Keita in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Outside Edwards. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Down low. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Outside for Randall. Beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
You know Randall is going to take these. If he finds something he likes on the arc, the ball is going up.
White with a screen on Randall. It's Brown on the wing. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Timberwolves lead by 12. Pass to Randall. Rebound Boston.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Brian, back over to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Now here's White. No made baskets yet. Fires the three. No good there.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
It's stolen. Tatum inside. Randall's there. Tatum can't hit.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
Up top, Randall. Minnesota again missing. Celtics trail by 12. Outside White. Now Tatum. Give him 20. Deflects the pass. Randall with a steal. To the inside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Please put your hands together and welcome to center court, Celtics Entertainment. Please put your hands together and welcome to center court, Celtics.
10 games left this year. Let's see what the playoff race looks like in the East. You take a look at the Celtics. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference.
Well, for the Celtics, they're so focused on holding their ground now in the last month of the season. And of course, missing the play-in tourney means extra time to rest. They know how crucial that is for the playoffs.
And stolen by Edwards. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And Edwards slams it in.
You can't lose sight of where Edwards is in transition. He can be so explosive in these situations.
On the wing, Tatum. They need this. Hauser outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to White. Jacks up a 3. Randall pulls down the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Back to Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Boston, no good that time either.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Outside Edwards. Fires in the triple. Edwards has got 18.
I just love the ball movement.
And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. And he drives in, and the layup is good. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
See, this is what makes him complete. Tatum doesn't settle, puts the ball on the floor, uses his length to finish.
McDaniels finds Randall. Outside Edwards, fires it. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hauser. White with a screen on McDaniels. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. All right, let's take a look at the shooters who have been on a roll since the break. The NBA field goal percentage leaders over the second half of the season. Second is Rudy Gobert.
As the season goes on, his shooting has really impressed, making the most of every look he gets at the hoop.
And Boston with some changes. Garza's checked in for Queta, and it's Peyton Pritchard in for Hauser. Tatum against Randall. Gobert with a screen on White. Edwards against White. Up top, Edwards. He's got 18. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by White. Edwards against Brown. Pass to Tatum. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Edwards. Brown with some nice D.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Pritchard from outside. Knocks down the long J. Pritchard's got 6 points.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Randall, pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Over to the wing. Here's Randall. Back to Daniels. 5 to shoot. Nice D from Brown. Celtics trail by 16. Outside White. And there's the drive. Oh, how about White? Gets all the way to the cup. Nice.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Edwards against White. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
DiVincenzo with it. Give him 8 points now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels.
And Brown is known for being an incredible defender, able to guard multiple positions.
Gobert against Tatum. And there's a pick. Lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Timberwolves lead by 12. Outside Edwards. To stop the drought. Good work defensively by White. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Tatum passes to Brown. Over Edwards. Brown going to work.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Boston. Walsh comes in for Tatum. Shireman comes in for White. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Randall. DeSumo, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for DiVincenzo. Here's DeSumo. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. Pass to Highland. From outside the arc. Drops in the 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Pritchard. He has 6. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Baseline drive. Anderson pulls it down. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Outside Reed. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Walsh. The Celtics on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Stolen by Reed. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Walsh. Now here's Brown. He's covered by DeSumo. Here's Garza. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Pritchard against Highland. Outside Reed. Back to Highland. No good with a layup.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Walsh. And the deficit down inside single digits. Walsh has got his first 2 points.
They're really working the paint now.
Pritchard against Highland. Anderson with a screen. Outside Edwards. Boston with a rebound. And here are the Celtics. They're on a 16-3 run. Brown passes to Pritchard. And he banks in the layup. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Shannon's checked in for Minnesota. And 1:01 left in the third. Highland, the pass to Reed. Got it. Good job in the low post. Reed's got 7 points in the game. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Gonzalez. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Shireman. And here's Pritchard. Here's Garza. Now here's Pritchard. Clock is at 3. Wing shot on the way. Reed with the rebound.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Anderson gets the bucket. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pritchard surviving the D. Over Highland. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Minnesota earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Bones Highland. And it's Shannon in at the small forward position. Now here's Highland. Randall, a screen on Pritchard. Here's Highland. That three's off the mark. Celtics trail by 10. It's stolen by Highland. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely. Randall, the pass to Dosunmu. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point land. Shannon's shot is off. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Pritchard with a screen on Randall. A leaner. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
Out left to the wing. Randall left side.
Hey, yo, right here.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. That shot off the mark.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Outside Pritchard. Pass to Garza. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Pritchard with a steal. To the paint. Here's Shireman. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Garza. Gets the three ball to go. And it's now only a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Here's Shannon. Randall, pass to Dosunmu. Randall on the screen. Pass to Reed from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Pritchard. Here's Shireman. He's covered by Dosunmu. Pritchard against Highland. Here's Garza from behind the arc. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
To the wing, right side. Randall on the screen. Dosunmu outside. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Shannon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Pritchard against Highland. 14 feet away. Another one falls for Boston.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Highland, the pass to Randall. He can't get it to go. Tatum with some nice D. Pritchard from outside. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Randall. Shoots over Tatum. Randall can't hit.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Tatum passes to Gonzalez. Back to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Shoots over to Dosunmu. And Boston again with the bucket.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
Now here's Highland. Dosunmu outside. Randall against Tatum. Randall, pass to Dosunmu. Will it go? And he takes it up and lays it in.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Boston's gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Pass to Garza. Now Tatum launches a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, Highland. Now here's Reed. Randall outside. Clock at 4. Pass to Highland. Fires the 3. The shot no good. Celtics lead by 3. And here's Pritchard. Here's the 3. Reed with the rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Randall finds Highland. Back to Randall. Tries to break his ice. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance in the three-point play. That one on Tatum.
Superior strength on display. Randall just refusing to let the defense slow him down there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
White has got the ball here for the Celtics. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Hauser outside. 4-3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Pass to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Releases. They grab their own miss. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up.
Second team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert. Line for 1.
That one falls for Gobert.
Yeah, known as one of the game's best defenders, Gobert's size and length makes him so valuable to this team.
To the middle. DiVincenzo with the steal. Right side, McDaniels. Down low. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Boston Celtics. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Friday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming to town.
And you know, for that matchup with Charlotte, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Now here's McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Brown.
Known as a crafty defender, Brown really hustles and contests as many shots as he can.
Here's White. Outside, Brown. Tatum with a screen. DiVincenzo against Brown. He shoots over DiVincenzo. Brown can't hit. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. DiVincenzo against White. Outside Edwards to take the lead. Nails it from 3. Edwards got 21.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Brown passes to White.
And after he went scoreless in the first half, he's finally getting it going, looking much more comfortable.
Outside Edwards. Outside Gobert. Outside DiVincenzo from downtown. Knocks down the trifecta.
Great dime by Gobert. Scans the floor well to find his teammates.
Celtics trail by 4. And here's Tatum. The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
McDaniels outside. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. And rebounded by Tatum. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. Now White. Here's the pass to Brown. White outside to take the lead. Cash from downtown.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. Now DiVincenzo. Randall. Now Edwards from deep. And rebounded by Tatum. Beyond the arc. No good. The Timberwolves shooting only 39% so far in the game. Here's Edwards. Now Gobert. White with the steal. Hauser outside. White outside. Here's a pass to Tatum. Tries from 19. Oh, it's off. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Edwards.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Tatum looking it over. Oh, he can't jam it home. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back because these guys are very talented and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Coming up next, the Celtics possessions can't end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Outside Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. His three-pointer's off the mark. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Kevin, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Well, DiVincenzo enjoys working inside. He can be appropriately aggressive in the paint.
Brown against Edwards. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Edwards a screen on Tatum. Randall from outside buries it from three-point range.
Well, hey, Randall possesses this kind of range. The defense has to at least honor his shot.
Here's White. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
So it's the Celtics now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. 5 on the clock. Tatum, that's for 2. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Edwards, that's good.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Taking a look at Minnesota. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they're in a good spot as the season winds down. Probably starting to think playoff strategy at this point. Just have to keep themselves above that play-in line.
Now here's White. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Outside Tatum. Over Randall. Tatum no good.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Queta. To stop the run. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Brown. He has yet to score. To the middle. Takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. That one, no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against Memphis. Brown outside. Pass to White. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Randall with the block.
Well, you got to love the energy Randall showed on defense there. He deserved to come away with the block. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
White against DiVincenzo. Randall against Tatum. Randall down low. 5 points in the game. That one goes in. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Here's Brown with the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the charts. He makes those alley-oop catches look effortless.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
You see yourself on the screen and you show your best move.
Some changes for Boston. Myers has checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Sam Houser.
For the Celtics, Luka Gaza, Peyton Pritchard.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. They trail by 11. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and we saw them really play a determined game when it came to chasing down rebounds, getting those good second chance looks. Really love their aggressive.
Great toughness. Tatum felt the contact, but still completed the play.
DiVincenzo against Pritchard. Now here's Randall. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Mr. Gobert. Fades back. And that one comes up a bit short.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And great when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
And when he gets to his spot, Jaylen Brown is money from the mid-range.
DiVincenzo with this screen on White. Pass to McDaniels. Now DiVincenzo. He's covered by Pritchard. Tatum against Randall. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 7. Tatum down low. He's defended by Randall. Randall with some nice D.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Brown outside. It's good from long range. Brown's got 5.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Gobert with a screen on Tatum. Randall surveying the D. Shoots. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Pass to Pritchard. Brown down low, working on McDaniels. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And he makes the first. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And Brown drops them both.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Here's Shannon. Anderson the screen. Here's Dosunmu. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And they double up Brown. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Here's Garza. Off target with his 3.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Shannon. Dosunmu, the pass to Anderson. On the wing, Brown. He's defended by Highland. Brown against Highland. To the inside. Garza. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me." Kevin, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Now, here's Anderson, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Looking now at some numbers for Jaylen Brown. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Boston. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Randall's checked in. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Shireman. Still yet to score. Pritchard passes to Gonzalez. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Shireman. The Celtics need to get a shot off. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Randall finds Highland. Here's Shannon. Here's Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And 11 points for Julius Randle.
Yes, we've seen the range from Randall, but at his core, he's a big who excels around the hoop.
Outside Gonzalez. Pass to Walsh. Here's Garza. He's defended by Randall. Pritchard passes to Walsh. Off target from outside. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Randall. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Highland against Pritchard. Pass to Garza. Stolen by Reed. Here's Highland. And that one released in time, but no good. Julius Randle getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Bones Highland is out there with Dosumu. And it's Shannon in at the 3. Now here's Brown. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Shoots over Dosumu. Brown, no good. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to Portland. Fires from deep. Highland's shot is good. Highland's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Brown the pass to Garza. On the wing, Dosumu. He's covered by Brown. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Walsh. He's defended by Randall. Pritchard against Highland. Here's Garza. Buries the long-range jumper. Garza's got his second basket of the night.
It's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now, here's Reed. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Garza. Brown the pass to Walsh. Now Pritchard. From past the arc. And again, it's Boston with the three.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Here's Highland. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Randall. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Tonight has been all about Julius Randle. He is scoring at will. They should keep going to him.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Minnesota making a switch. Phillips has checked in. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Taking a look at Boston. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And you know, for the Celtics, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
Here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Pritchard with the ball. He's defended by Highland. Brown inside the line. Busted. No good that time either.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Highland passes to Phillips. And here's Randall. He's covered by Brown. Randall down low. Brown's there. Lets it go with a three. Randall no good. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Brown. Here's Walsh. He's defended by Randall. Now Pritchard. Takes a shot at the elbow. That's good on the jump shot.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Highland the bounce pass. Here's Phillips. Still without a basket. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Walsh. Walsh has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Over in the corner, Brown. Cash money, Brown with the train.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Picked by Reed. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Brown outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Randall passes to Highland. Outside, Reed. Over in the corner, Randall. Randall can't get that one to fall.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Walsh can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Highland. Connects from three-point range. Highland's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves. Pritchard against Highland. Pass to Walsh. Now here's Brown. And they double up Brown. Stolen by Highland. Here's Phillips. Takes a three, and another three for Minnesota.
Their great outside shooting really fueling this run.
Here's Shireman. Still scoreless. Now here's Brown. Shoots over Dosunmu. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Brown.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous scorer.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here's a look at some of the players that have exploded in the second half of the season. These are the scoring leaders since the All-Star break. Second is Anthony Edwards.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
DiVincenzo against Pritchard. Randall outside. It's up a three. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 14-point game. Wide a screen on Randall. Randall against Tatum. Randall with some nice D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fifth.
Here's DiVincenzo. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. 6 to shoot. Here's Randall. Here's Gobert. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
That's just an excellent save by Gobert, grabbing that rebound and getting his team a second opportunity.
DiVincenzo against Pritchard. Tatum setting the pick for Pritchard. And again, unable to change momentum here. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Tatum. He had 13 points in the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Tatum against Randall. Puts it up from 12. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Tatum's got 6 points.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Randall finds DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Well, DiVincenzo gives you a lot. He plays both ends, runs the floor with effort, and he has the mentality of a winner.
Now here's White. A 14-point game for him in the win against Memphis. Pass to Hauser. And here's Tatum for three. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
2 minutes.
Edwards inside. White covering. Edwards can't hit.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Pritchard finds Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3 from Tatum. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Back to McDaniels. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drills it from outside.
3 points.
Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Hey, Boston, let's get loud for Celtics Entertainment. Our fans, coming out to the floor now is Celtics Entertainment. Make some noise, brother.
And the Celtics making a change here. Shireman's checked in. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. .55 seconds left in the second quarter. White against DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. McDaniels outside. And here's Reid. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
White looking around. Pass to Tatum. Over Reid. No good with the wing jumper. And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello, basketball fans. First up on the agenda, let's take a look at the action going on around the NBA. The Nuggets winning against the Trailblazers in Portland, and they're enjoying a 4-1 stretch over their last 5 games.
Lots of amazing plays in that one. We'll be seeing them over and over and over on that loop.
Moving on now to the first half of play. And how about Julius Randle's contribution?
Randle's rise has been impressive, from role player to budding star. And tonight he's putting on this entire arsenal that he's displayed is impressive.
Yeah, he stepped it up, that's for sure. Love seeing his hard work pay off.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. 6 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And the shot is good. Hauser's got his first basket of the night.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
Pass to McDaniels. Randle against Tatum. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And the basket by Hauser.
Proven once again that he's a team-first player. Tatum is all about finding his guys whenever he can.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Here's Edwards. The shot, no good.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Pass to Kata. Now Hauser. McDaniels defending. Edwards against Brown. Over Edwards. Brown, no good. Minnesota leading by 19 points. Randle with the ball, now guarded by Tatum. Randle is doubled. Here's Edwards. Some solid defense from Brown. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Timberwolves have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Edwards looking it over. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Randle a screen on White. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Tatum kicks to Brown. Out to White. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is Gobert to a T. An outstanding rim protector with impeccable timing.
They need this one. And it's finished off by McDaniels as he lays it in. McDaniels got his second basket of the night. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. And here is DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, when you're the size of Gobert, you're already living above the rim.
Tatum against Randall.
Blocking foul called on Dante DiVincenzo. First personal foul, first team foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Brown, the pass to Queta.
And, you know, you could see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over it.
Celtics trail by 19, and a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 11. Pass to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot missing. Great D that time from Tatum. Defended by DiVincenzo. Brown the pass to Tatum. Sinks that one from the post. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
McDaniels outside. Back to Edwards. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Brown. 14 points for him. Outside, White. Tatum setting the pick for White. No good on the triple. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They have a 19-point lead. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Tatum against Randall. Now Tatum, 13 points in the game. They set the pick. Edwards against Brown. Fade away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to DiVincenzo. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Three-pointer, Randall. The three-pointer is right on target. Randall's got 26.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Boston making some changes. Ours is checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Sam Hauser. And then for Minnesota, Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Dosumu comes in for McDaniels. And Bones Highland subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Stolen by Reed. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got his second bucket of the night. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Tatum no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Highland. It's Edwards on the wing. White covering. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside, White. Back to Tatum. Randall with some nice D. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Highland passes to Dosunmu. Randall outside. Pass to Highland. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. And Julius Randle with the 3. Randall's got 29.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Randall passes to Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Pass to Pritchard.
2 minutes remaining.
Tatum against Edwards.
2 minutes.
Outside Tatum from downtown. Tatum with another miss.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And Reed is a very active player. Love seeing him be this aggressive inside.
Outside, White. Brown against Edwards. With the fadeaway. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 20-7 run. Down low. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in, and it's Gonzalez in for Brown. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Pass to Shannon. Anderson outside. Reed with a screen for Anderson. Here's Shannon. Drills the three-pointer. Shannon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, slow and steady, Anderson just goes about his business.
Here's the screen. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Minnesota with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dosunmu, the pass to Highland. Outside, Reed. Kept alive. Back to Highland. Reed with a screen for Highland. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 9 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Minnesota with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Celtics with possession here. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Kyle Anderson. Dosunmu is out there with Conley. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Shannon in at the small forward position. Good. Pritchard's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Conley with it. Pass to Dosunmu. Great, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
3-pointer, Pritchard. The rebound by Anderson.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Conley, the pass to Reed. Anderson with the screen for Reed. Just 5 to shoot. Shannon bangs home the trifecta.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Right wing. There's a good screen. Over to the wing. Here's Garza. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Back to Conley. Reed with a screen on Pritchard. Conley's shot is off. For Boston, they've gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Brown the pass to Pritchard. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Oh, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts, where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Clark, he's checked in for Minnesota. Bones Highland comes in for Michael Conley. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered by Brown. Dosunmu up top. Misses off the right iron. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Pritchard. "17-foot shot on the way."
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Pass to Clark. And here's Reed. Back to Clark. Timberwolves passing it around. Picked by Reed. Here's Dosunmu. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Boston shooting around 40% from the floor here. Now here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, look, you got to hit Tatum harder than that, or else he's just going to push right through the contact.
And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
Reed with a screen on Pritchard. Can they get it? And Reed throws it down.
Terrific screen. They ask Reed to do a lot of the little things like that, and he does them all well.
Here's Garza. Pass to White from outside the arc. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Highland. He's covered by Pritchard. Pritchard against Highland. 3-pointer. The rebound by the Celtics. Now Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. To the paint. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Dosunmu, the pass to Anderson. On the wing, Ingles. Anderson outside. Here's Highland. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Well, that's the kind of look you want every trip down the floor. They're happy with that possession.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Garza. And a missed layup. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Reed takes the 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Tatum. The 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Now, here's Ingles. Reed with a screen for Ingles. Outside, Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Tatum no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Highland finds Dosunmu. Pass to Anderson. Outside, Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, White. Here's Garza. Brown outside. Pritchard with the ball. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Dosunmu's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Pass to Reed. The rebound by the Celtics. Outside, Tatum. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is...
Wow, what a slam. Tatum not messing around right there.
Pass to Dosunmu. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Driving inside. And Reed throws it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Now White. Here's Garza, guarded by Reed. Pass to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Dosunmu's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Highland. Dosunmu, the pass to Highland. Outside, Reed. Back to Highland. Over Pritchard. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Well, that's a smart pass by Reed. Very unselfish. It's still hard to believe this guy wasn't drafted.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Over Anderson. Tatum no good. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Dosunmu, the pass to Highland. Right side, Reed.
2 minutes.
Back to Highland. It's stolen by Pritchard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And here's Ingles outside. Some solid defense from Brown.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plastered to the shooter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Julius Randle.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Outside, Reed. Six to shoot. Garza pulls it in. Here's the Celtics with the ball. Brown outside. Here's Pritchard. White setting the big for Pritchard. Outside, White. Jacks up a 3. Missed. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Julius Randle.